Sorry, people. Holy cow. I drank coffee real quick. And then canned coffee, too. Not even actual coffee. It was like canned coffee. Doing a review talk about a certain scientific railgun. Now, I did see... it was a certain scientific... God, what was it? But I've seen the whole thing. And then there was another one that I saw, too. This one's a railgun. Because I think they originally got this whole a certain scientific, like the first little bit title in like 3 or 4 different animes that all connect together in this type of thing. But it's about this girl. We don't know much, obviously, but there's some of the stuff I wrote, and I probably won't remember too much, but almost got caught robo robbing. So I think people robbed something, if I'm right. I could be wrong. Sorry if I am. And almost got caught or something like that. Maybe be off. These girls started chasing these guys and captured them. But it didn't really show much of what they do. All you see is them on the ground and they're already knocked out. So it didn't really show much of anything, if I'm right. Could be wrong. Oh. And girl does the weirdest thing. Like she what did she do? Can't remember what it was. Like I said, I wrote this one down and I spaced out a couple of them. But they have a leveling thing. Like there was this one girl named Ruko. Can't pronounce her name right. She's a level 0, and then this other one named Kazuria, whatever, is a level 1, if I'm right. So I'm kind of confused with what the leveling system is. But I guess different people are different levels, and the highest hypothetical level is like level 50. And obviously somebody that high of a level, don't mess with. Could be wrong on that. The level probably doesn't go that high, but kind of an example. One of the girls trying to make plans, and obviously they have to go out and... How do I hear music this loud? And trying to make plans, but couldn't, because the other one, she always constantly goes out and finds guys and captures them and stuff like that. And fights, Arcadia. Wasn't there there was probably a point where it showed Arcadia. I think they even went to it for a minute, but it didn't show much of anything. It was just like a split second, if I'm right, and then nothing else. Boy missing. There was a boy that was missing. I think they retrieved him, but there was a boy that was missing. Sorry if this one's going to be a shorter reaction, the review, because I completely wrote this one down, waited too long just to talk about it. So I'm sorry on all that cluster I'm talking about right now, but I'm trying to memorize as much as I can of the anime. If I have to go out of order, I apologize on this too. And then Mikoto loves frogs. She had a little chain, if I'm right, that had a frog on it. And I also think her friend or somebody got her like maybe it was that. Holy cow. Apologize. These guys rob a bank because there was a bank battle, and this one girl has the ability where she looks like she could teleport when she was fighting this one guy. She just was in one spot, and all of a sudden behind the guy, in front of the guy, just all of a sudden looked like she was teleporting. And then the other girl, she could do this thing where she had like a quarter or something, and she could flick it, and it does a crazy amount of speed, and ends up taking the enemy out, type thing. And I think it was pretty powerful. I think it caused like a big, like almost like an explosion thing, but not like exactly. And there was at one point where, too, when they were capturing these guys, that this one guy kicked this girl in the face, if I'm right, as the girl grabbed him and stuff, if I'm right. Somebody kicked somebody in the face, but I think it was one of these guys they were trying to capture. It was like, damn, okay. That's pretty messed up. And the guys had, if I'm right, the guys somewhat had abilities of their own. I think one of them had like a power of like fire. Could be wrong. Like I said, sorry it took so damn long to react to this, talk about this one. Like the fact that I wrote this down, didn't stupidly do it right away, and completely spaced out a lot. I didn't write as much on this one, like all the other ones I talked on. But speaking of something, realized now I could do these review talks when I do these type of things in my mom's car. Like, I didn't think about doing this. I was like, oh, outside, but then the wind, the cold, the wind sounds. It's like, and then when you go in the warehouse, people are playing music on the radio thing, or the machine's doing this thing where it jams and it makes that beeping sound. Like in one of the reviews I talked about anime, you'll hear that. Apologize on all of this stuff. And this was probably the only good one I wanted to do, and still fucked up on talking about this anime. So bad. Sorry. Definitely be writing animes down this time when I watch the first episodes to them and actually talk about them at the same point, so I can memorize it. But this is definitely an anime I'm going to watch, 100%. This ain't like the other ones where I'll be like, oh, I'll watch it, see how many episodes I get in, see if I like it, still keep going. Or if I don't like it and then stop. Like, give an example off topic. Like, what was it? Tokyo Ghoul. I watched the first, I think it's 2 to 3 episodes, seasons, not episodes, seasons. And then I got to the season where it was just constant wars, back and forth, like constantly. Like it wasn't like it wasn't like a stop on some episodes or nothing. It was just, and it just, the story was going different directions. It was going weird. And then I just stopped watching it. It was good for the first 2 seasons. I definitely remember watching 2 seasons, but I can't remember if there was a 4 altogether, and I got to the 3rd and was like, no. So far, the only anime I've ever done that to, where I've like, yeah, not really. It was alright for the first 2, but then by the 3rd, it was like, no. But definitely this one, yeah. There's a guy in it. Not this one yet that we've seen, but I've seen the other ones. Was Accelerator? Yeah, I think that was the other one I watched. The anime's name was A Certain Scientific Accelerator. And Accelerator is this guy that is a badass looking dude. You actually see in another anime that's called A Certain Scientific Something. Not Railgun, obviously, or I haven't already watched all of them. I'm going to be doing this. But it was a certain scientific something, if I remember the name. Maybe a different name, I could be wrong. But he's a bad guy in that one, and starts going after this girl in this one, the main girl that we see that flicks the quarter thing or bullet or something originally. And you even see her in this one, in the Accelerator one. Like I've said, I've done reactions to it, and she's a little kid, but I think in a weird way, I can't remember, but there was clones of her. Like there was her, and then every time this Accelerator would go out and kill her, it's not actually her he's killing. It's like just clones. And then the actual her as a kid is always hanging out with him. Could be wrong on all this. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've seen that one, but it was a really good anime though. But anyways, definitely find more review things for more animes and reaction videos type thing. But peace. See people next time.